I reviewed a book chapter by chapter. The book was Triangle Imzadi 2 by Peter David. And I just wanted to give my final impressions of the two Imzadi books and kind of like an update. I'm currently working on a script about the first Imzadi book. But me and scripts are not quite getting along because it just gets so... The evidence for my point is everywhere in the book, so I have to be careful not to just read the entire thing. Yeah, that should be coming sometime in this lifetime. But the second book is far superior to the first, in my opinion. The second book has so much more story, so much more to focus on beyond the romantic relationship between Worf, Riker, and Deanna. Nobody in this romantic relationship is painted in a favorable light. I am not rooting for this relationship at all. I'm, you know, as much as the book was building to Riker finally getting with Deanna, and how frustrating it was for Riker to be fickle at the last minute, even though it was sort of situationally appropriate. Like, I'm kind of glad nobody ended up with anybody. But again, we're sort of hit with this trope of like women's death or suffering being the turning points in terms of realization and character development for the male characters. So, the fridging thing is really prominent in the Imzadi books. And I don't think it is to the story's benefit. There are extremely fun elements. Odo turning into a bottle. Tom Riker's jailbreak. Like, there's so much more to sink your teeth into in this second book, the Triangle book. But the first book is absolute garbage. So, video incoming at some point. And I just also wanted to briefly touch on Section 31. Like, normally I would jump all over something that's really bad, but for reasons having to do with Section 31 being officially tied with Starfleet being disgusting, and, the entire movie being sort of like a hero's arc for a genocidal maniac, it's like really hard for me to drum up the enthusiasm to even watch the movie. I still haven't even seen it. So I'm thinking about watching it and doing just like a live reaction, because like writing a script and editing it would probably never happen.